Peace, family. My name is TJ Sykes, and I'm with
Aja The Godis.
Hey. Thank you for taking out the time to sit with me and doing this interview.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah,
sure. Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so first question I got: where are you from?
Long Beach, California, from the east side. The
LBC.
LBC,
That's
yeah.
what's up.
From Long Beach, but I been out here in the Bay
Mhm.
for like 10 plus years. Um, yeah.
Okay. 10. Hey, I was gonna ask that follow-up question. I
Mm-hmm.
was just in San Diego, and I
Mm-hmm.
stopped in LA when I was
Yeah.
out that way.
Yeah, it's like a 2 hour drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice out there. Even though the weather isn't hella sunny like it usually be, but it was still nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So did you grow up in a two-parent household, and how many siblings do you have?
No, I didn't grow up in a two-parent household. Actually, I don't ever remember my parents even being together.
Mm,
Um, I lived with my mom up until I was 12, and it wasn't a two-parent household then.
yeah.
She would have like a partner, but it wasn't like a consistent thing. And on my mom's side, I got a brother. We're 5 years apart, and then on my dad's side, which I moved with my dad when I was 12. Um, and on his side, I have two sisters and one brother. So total is five of us, but separate
Split.
sides of the
Yeah.
family. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, for sure. What were some challenges you faced growing up, and how did you overcome them?
Mm. What are some challenges I faced and how did I overcome them? I would say depression.
Mm,
Depression. That used to really take a toll on me. But at first, I didn't even know it was depression. I didn't know how to identify it. I didn't know what
yeah.
it was. I just remember like
Mm,
sometimes I wouldn't want to eat. I wouldn't like talk. I had my head down. Wasn't really like social like that. Would cry at random times. All type of stuff.
mm,
And
yeah.
people sometimes will ask me what's wrong, and I just was like, "This is
Didn't know.
me,"
Yeah.
But then I had like a situation happen where I was like in this abusive and toxic situation, and I realized that I was actually like depressed by some of like the things I was doing on a daily basis.
Mm,
And so to like get out of that, I disconnected myself, one, from like those type of situations or environments that made me feel like down or low.
yeah.
And then I started adapting practices like moving my body more, eating more healthier foods, because I'll like sit up in a room with the
Yeah.
blinds closed, no sun shining in, eating snacks, stuff
Yeah.
that's not like healthy to consume. So that's just like
Yeah.
lowering your vibration. So I
Mm,
started like adapting different practices to like get through those things. But it did take some time. It took some time for sure. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah. I was saying yeah because I was like I can um resonate with what you were saying of like not being able to identify that. I experienced that too, like going through depression and not being able to identify it, like being in your room all day to the point to where my partners came to my house, knocked on my door. My dad let
Hmm.
them in. They came to my room, knocked on the door, walked in like, bro, what's up?
Yeah.
But it was like they didn't have the language to identify what it was neither. They just knew it like, bro, you been in the house, like what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And so later I figured out like, oh, that's what that was like. And for me, it was like experiencing like therapy and then like going back in your mind and being like, oh, this is what I was going through.
Mm-hmm.
So that was interesting.
Yeah, that's a real thing. And even like growing up, um, my people didn't really. Well, I wouldn't say all, but
Yeah,
some people that was around like adults and stuff, they
yeah,
didn't believe in that depression stuff. Like you tell
yeah,
them something like that, you girl, you ain't depressed, you all right.
yeah.
So that was the thing too. It like
Mm-hmm.
conditioned me to be like, this is me, I'm fine.
Yeah. Mm.
So.
Yeah, because a lot of, I don't know about your family, but a lot of our black folks, they don't like going to therapy and talking to people. And yeah, like you said, like you ain't going through nothing. Downplay the young people's experience a lot in
Mm-hmm.
our culture. And yeah, it's interesting. So I know that with our wisdom and knowledge that we have now, it's going to be a shift when it comes to the youth that's coming after us.
It's
Yeah,
already
yeah,
happening.
yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so you already kind of mentioned it. What are some of your self care practices?
Um, One is intentional movement. So I try to start my day off. I'm getting back on my routine. I fell off, but one of my daily practices is intentional movement. So I'll get into like a yoga flow or whatever feels right to my body and open myself up in that way. That's like a heavy self-care practice that helps me like uplift my energy and then also like have some mind body connection as well. And that's a form of meditation for me too. So I say meditation, stillness, like being able to stillness and solitude though. So being in my own space where I can think, I can hear myself. Because when you around other people, it's all type of voices and opinions and all.
Yeah.
It's just when you consume all that, it's like you don't even know what you really fully believe in or where you at. So
Yeah.
that's like a point for me to check in with myself. So the intentional movement, the meditation, food, like what I'm consuming. I've been a lot more intentional with that over the last 3 years, and that has helped me because when I
Yeah.
was eating certain food, I didn't realize, but you know, when you consume certain stuff, um,
Like what?
like when you consuming that red meat
Uh
or meat in general, to
huh.
be honest, like they're slaughtering these animals
Yeah.
and they're seeing each other and they're feeling all these emotions and stuff, and then on top of that these animals get sick too, so you just consuming all of that and then like you think you're not gonna feel that too. So
Talk to
yeah,
him.
that food stuff, that's like
Yeah.
something that really helped me even with depression too, because
Yeah.
I'll have certain thoughts and I'm like where this coming from, and you know a lot of it had to do with like the environment and the situations I was in at that time, but that played a part.
Yeah.
And when I shifted that helped me a lot. So I'll say the food, and then going out into nature as well, like getting some sun,
Absolutely.
allowing my skin to absorb the vitamins from the sun, and taking deep breaths, like but real deep breaths, not just like but like
Yeah.
inhaling and holding it and exhaling and tapping in with the breath,
Yeah.
like I'm alive, we alive around
Facts.
here.
Yeah. No,
So
for sure.
yeah, I say those are a few practices for sure.
Okay.
Affirmations as well.
Uh,
That helped me a lot, and I still do affirmations.
mm,
Like if my energy a little low, that's something that I can do to speak life into myself and
mm,
look in the mirror too. Like
yeah.
we
Right up
we
in there.
here,
Nah, this
yeah,
I'm talking to you.
yeah, for sure. So them
mm,
affirmations for sure. Hmm.
absolutely. What is an affirmation that you say to yourself that you think will be helpful to other Black women?
Mm. I am worthy as my unique, authentic self.
Mm,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah,
gotta you don't gotta change who you are.
yeah,
You were created intentionally, and when you embody that, you experience life in a way that it feels more aligned with your spirit. So yeah, embodying your authentic self. You worthy at all times, and you just gotta uh, be in that space to
yeah.
experience that.
Mm-hmm. And be
Hmm.
in the right environment. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, like you said, you always worthy, but then sometimes you be in an environment where people don't see your worth, and that's
Hmm.
not because you're worthless. It's because you in the wrong environment.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta put yourself around people that
Yeah,
that love you, that pour
yeah,
into you, that care for you.
absolutely.
That's not draining you too, because
Yeah.
that's the thing in itself.
And also, I would say even sometimes people drain you unintentionally. Like it could be love.
Mm.
Like they really think they love you, but
Yeah.
can still be draining you
Uh-huh.
because it just, it just
Mm.
ain't in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, 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 for sure.
Because it's like this is not a bad person,
Mm-hmm.
but they just not for you. Whether it could be a relationship, friendship, a business relationship, it's just
Mm-hmm.
like this ain't for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. So, what does peace look like to you?
Peace to me is embodying my true self.
Mm,
And walking in that. Um, and I say that because, well, it's a it's a lot of things that
Yeah.
peace means to me, but I'll say that because um, I used to try to embody something else, or like I wanted people to perceive me a certain way that wasn't true to myself. And
Yeah.
when I was in that mindset, in that position, I feel like I kept attracting those type of people that weren't accepting me for who I was, or would
Mm.
try to like change that about me. So
Yeah.
for me nowadays, like peace is, I'm at the most highest point of peace
Mm.
within myself when I'm being myself and I'm
Yeah.
showing up in a room as myself, no matter who in there. Like it don't
Yeah.
matter who in there. This is me, and if you
Facts.
can't accept me, like, hey, what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to do about it,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm.
So yeah, I say that for sure. Peace
Okay.
is definitely embodying that God within you, that authenticity for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
What are some beautiful things about Long Beach, the city you grew up in?
Long Beach, the Pike. The Pike.
Mm.
If y'all know, then y'all know the Pike.
I don't know.
It's like so they used to do like the Grand Prix, which is like they'll do like races over there,
Hmm.
like race cars and
Yeah.
things like that. It's in that area. So they got like different restaurants. They got like an arcade. I used to go down when I was a child.
Hmm.
So I'll go there with my friends. We'll take the bus, be on there for like an hour, just playing around in the back of the bus and stuff, and then
Hmm.
get over there. And I remember it was a like this store, and they had like the hottest hot sauce or something.
Oh
And we
damn.
used to go in there and we used to just like get samples just to play around and stuff. But
Hmm.
I'll say some of the most beautiful things about Long Beach, the sceneries, the beach, nature, and then just the people. Like it depends on where you go, because it's separation in certain parts too.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the environment, the scenery, the weather is always nice. It's always sunny. Um, so yeah, I say that about Long Beach for sure.
All right. Sure. That's
Mhm.
beautiful. Yeah, I got a cousin. He from Oakland, but he spent a lot of time in Long Beach. So whenever I go to LA, I be asking him like where I'm
Mhm.
at. Like, oh, it's cool over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Long Beach is cool. Every time I go there, it's it feel like home, even though
Yeah.
I haven't lived there in so long.
Yeah.
And they changed, like gentrified a lot of
Mm.
areas and stuff like that. But it's still the same in a way. Like you leave somewhere and you come back, it's still the same in a
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I got you. Yeah. Like
Mhm.
certain elements, certain people probably even still there, like certain
Mhm.
elders that's still alive. And yeah, mm,
Mhm.
interesting. So, how important is traveling to you?
Traveling is
Hmm.
therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
Like that's something that I need in
Hmm.
life.
Yeah.
Um, and that could be like somewhere that's an hour away. It don't even gotta be hopping on a flight or nothing like that. But I do think that traveling is important because you get to see different parts of the world. You get to gain a different perspective. You get to
Yeah.
meet new people, learn different languages, see different ways of cooking food.
Yeah.
It's so much, like the culture is different, the people are different.
Yeah.
I remember I had went to Europe
Hmm.
earlier this year in May, and I had went with a group of girls. We all from Cali,
Hmm.
and we out there. We just walking down the street and having a conversation, and then we noticed like we the loudest ones on the street. And but it's like it's a street where it's a lot going on. But
Yeah.
I realized that they're quiet. Like
Mm.
they're not as loud as
Yeah.
we are. We was having a good time, but
Yeah.
I'm saying that to say like you can go somewhere and learn different ways of like how people operate
Yeah.
in different environments, or you can go somewhere and meet somebody. Yeah, I don't know how I was gonna go with that,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
traveling for sure is has been a way for me where I've been able to uh learn more about different cultures, and then
Yeah.
just gain a different perspective outside of like the environment I grew up in. Because when I was younger, I didn't know it was nothing outside of Long Beach. Like
Yeah.
that was all that's what I knew. Even
Yeah.
like Venice Beach, that's a popular
Mm.
spot out in LA. I had no idea about that, but as I
Yeah.
grew up and started exploring, I'm like, wow, like
Well, I ain't never been
yeah, why I never
here.
been here?
Yeah.
Like so yeah,
Mm.
traveling is important for sure.
Absolutely. What's one of the most beautiful places that you've seen outside of like the United States? Because I've seen you've been out of the country a couple of times, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Jamaica, that was my favorite.
Mm.
Shout out to my family in Jamaica.
Mm.
Um, that's been one of the most beautiful places. The people,
Yeah.
like it's really one love, you know,
Yeah.
when you're out there, especially when you're somebody that's traveling out there, they treat you like family.
Wow.
Um, you know, there's in different places that you go to, people that are from there experience it differently. But
Mm.
from my experience, the people were great, very welcoming, really one love. The
Mm.
food, amazing. I'm plant based, so I had an opportunity to taste some like good plant based ITAL food out there.
Mm.
And it's just tropical. Like the
Yeah.
beaches is nice, the water is nice, you know.
Mm.
And when I did go, it was great weather.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say it was beautiful out there. And then also just beautiful to see like our people more together. Like
Mm.
when I went out there, I noticed how tight knit people were.
Mm.
Out here in America, it's like one for everybody's for themselves.
Yeah.
But when I went out there, it was like they together. Like
Yeah.
everybody's
Mm.
family is very welcoming, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's beautiful in itself.
Yeah. And it's interesting because we used to be like that. In America, we used to be more like that, like community where it's like the neighbor down the street will tell you to go in the house or like,
Mm-hmm.
catch you doing something that you ain't supposed to be doing at the store and be like, boy, get your butt to the house. It's like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that has disappeared where it's like, I ain't saying nothing to him. That ain't
Mm-hmm.
my son type.
Yeah.
But it's still there, but it's not like it used to be. Even like in the early 90s, like I got caught doing some stuff around the corner from my house, and it was a neighbor. She's like, "Take me to your mama," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Eh." She said, "Take me to your mama, or I'm gonna call the police." I'm like, "All right, come on,
Come on.
be with my mama." Yeah, and it was crazy. I was throwing her bricks. You know how some people got like bricks in the front of their house. I
Mm-hmm.
was picking them up, throwing them on the ground, breaking them in half.
Breaking up,
I was
making a
like
mess.
6, 8, and she was like, "Take me to the house," and I'm like,
Mm.
ran the house before she got to the house because she was older. I was like, Mama, I'm in trouble. She's like, No, you ain't. I'm like, Yes, I am. And the lady walked in and told my mama, she's like, Oh, yeah, you is in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That and see, that's the thing too. Like, I feel like neighborhoods, everybody knew each other.
Yeah,
Now it's like when people are moving out and new
yeah,
people are moving in, and
mm,
people don't be talking. They go,
yeah,
oh, who over there? Like we don't rock with them, or
yeah,
where y'all from?
yeah.
Type of thing.
That'd be
So,
crazy.
mm-hmm,
It's definitely a disconnect.
mm-hmm,
Yeah. Mm. We gotta get that connection back.
yeah. We got people that's already being advocates for it.
Yeah, no, for sure. We are.
Yeah, we
Yeah, yep.
exactly.
The work we are doing in our communities is allowing that bridge to be built again and showing folks um, to be, just to be human, to be vulnerable, to be trustworthy, to trust, to ask for help, all of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are an example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, what inspired you to be an entrepreneur?
Uh, I didn't like people telling me what to do. I do not like people. Still to this day, I don't like
Yeah.
people telling me what to do. But um, I remember my last job was an Amazon job, and I remember I was there, and the way the shifts worked were they had 4 hour shifts, and if
Yeah.
you wanted to be full time, you had to grab 2 shifts, but it was first come first serve.
Mhm.
So I just remember like how hard I was working, but the money wasn't equivalating to how much
Mm,
I was working and how I was feeling.
yeah.
And then on top of that, I had like a boss that was like not the most respectful.
Yeah.
And then just the environment in itself. So I got inspired to like start a clothing brand at the time. And I was selling like clothes and out the trunk. Like I had went on Alibaba
Mm-hmm.
and I had
Get that
got like,
plug.
yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
real. Got I ordered the minimum order quantity and I
Mm-hmm.
just was selling them out the trunk. I took some pictures and stuff and
Yeah.
people liked it. And I was like, okay, I might be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I started with that. And then from there, my sister seen what I was doing and she was trying to start something up too, my older sister.
Yeah.
And we came together and we had started a woman empowerment brand. And we
Mm.
were doing, we had an event where we had a sister circle. We did yoga,
Yeah.
intentional movement. We had some sound bowls and a few other things at the event. So we were like starting that up. But in that process, that was 2020.
Mm.
In that process, like, COVID,
Yeah.
that stuff
Slowed
happening.
everything down.
And then I'm going through stuff with my family and personal life. So it was so much going on. And at that time, I felt challenged. Like, is this really for me?
Yeah.
Like, should I just go back and get a job? Because I just left. And I didn't even
Everything.
tell them, like, I'm not coming
Ah,
back. I
damn.
just left. And I never
You
came
like,
back.
I'm done.
Yep.
Mm.
And I, life was just happening. So we stopped doing that.
Yeah.
And I had went down to LA around that time, went back down there and ended up coming back out here. And I just like set on it, like, what do I really want to do? I know I don't want to go back
Mm.
to a job. And not that anything is wrong with a job. I mean,
Yeah.
I work a job now.
Yeah.
But
If it's the right job.
yeah, it has
Mm-hmm.
to be something that you are okay with doing.
Yeah.
And then also something that feels more in alignment with you.
Yeah.
So that was like the biggest thing for me too, because a lot of these jobs are created
Mm-hmm.
um, outside of like creativity.
Yep.
And I wasn't rocking with that.
Yeah.
I wasn't rocking with that. So yeah, that's what made me become or think about becoming an entrepreneur though.
Yeah. And left their butts. Said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of here.
Never look
Mm.
back.
Yeah. That was my sister's last job too. She was like, I'm cool. I'll do some hair and do whatever I gotta do to get some money. I ain't going back to Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's the way, the way they treat y'all too. It's like, man, the
Mm-hmm.
hours is crazy, and then supervisor don't care about you,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, from there, I mean, I'm a loctician now
Yeah,
and got a hair care line and everything.
absolutely.
And yeah, I love it. This I
Doing
feel like
great.
I'm walking in my purpose.
Yeah, doing a great job. Let me ask you this question, because I talked to a older woman that's an entrepreneur now, and she said she was working like UPS or one of those jobs similar to like UPS, Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me that it didn't allow her to be in her feminine. Can you speak a
Mm-hmm.
little bit about that?
Yeah. Um, I think because they work you so hard,
Yeah.
like they don't care if you're a man or a woman, they look
Mm-hmm.
at you as a worker for
Employee.
them.
Yeah.
And they got needs and they want you to
Meet the
meet them
needs.
needs.
Ooh.
So it can put a woman in their masculine energy to have to like show up
Mm-hmm.
to work where there's people talking to you in certain ways. Because when
Yeah.
a woman is talked to in a certain way, sometimes that can make her a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
You got to know how to talk to a woman in order for her to remain in her feminine. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a thing in itself. People at work not just respecting you as a woman.
Yeah.
And then also the labor too, that could
Yeah.
put you in your masculine because our bodies are not built to do certain type of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
And for UPS, like they carrying boxes and doing
Mm-hmm.
all type of stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of those shifts are 12-hour shifts.
Oof.
So they're working all day. And then,
Yeah.
if you got kids, you got to go be a mother as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing that all day and it's constantly on the go and you don't have time to like be in stillness and
Yeah.
practice discernment and connecting intuitively with yourself, that could put you in your masculine for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because I
Mm-hmm.
definitely understood it when she said it. I'm like, damn. But I had never thought of it like that till she said it. Because it's like many different jobs that I feel like that applies to. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of our sisters, in them jobs and have been in them jobs for a long time. My mom actually worked for Big Five and UPS.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. Yeah, I mean, even I'll say being a hairstylist, like when I'm in motion of it, like I feel like I'm in my feminine and I feel like I'm showing up in that way,
Yeah.
but I still am working. It still is labor. And so
Yeah.
I have to just working in general, I have to learn how to like turn that off when I'm out of the salon.
Yeah.
And like turn on my feminine. So it has to be like a
Mm,
balance with things.
okay.
But working at any job really, like I feel like a woman does have to put that
Yeah.
on.
Okay. Got
Hmm.
you. Interesting. What has been some challenges with being an entrepreneur?
Um, it's not the same every month.
Uh-huh.
It's not the same every month. Like you can have a job and it's a set salary, but with entrepreneurship, you don't know how many sales you're gonna get. You don't know how many
Yeah.
clients you're gonna get. So the money is different. That's what I'll say. And then also like it's on you too. If you don't do the work, then you ain't getting nowhere really. Like
Yeah.
you gotta put in
Seriously.
that work and
Mm-hmm.
not make excuses and just stay consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll say for sure.
Heck yeah. So, what keeps you motivated as an entrepreneur?
It's bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm doing it for well, I am doing it for myself,
Right.
but I'm also doing it for my family and who
Yeah.
comes after me. And also it's not just for what I do, it's not just about the me doing hair.
Yeah.
Like I have conversations with people where I'm like teaching people certain things.
Yeah.
People are learning. People are able to have a safe space. And so for me, that keeps me motivated because it's like, wow, people come in and they sit
Mm-hmm.
in a chair and they might not have been in the best mood,
Yeah.
but when they leave, like they got a smile on their face,
Yeah.
they feeling good, and that motivates me. Like you
Yeah.
doing something, and
Mm-hmm.
it's bigger than hair. And then like the future too. Like I'm a visionary,
Yeah.
so that keeps me motivated. Like knowing what's coming,
Mm-hmm.
and just believing in that. Like that keeps me motivated for sure.
Absolutely. So I'm a visionary. I like
Mm-hmm.
that.
For sure.
What's some advice you would give to people that want to take the leap into entrepreneurship?
Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it.
Mm,
Like it don't matter if it's your romantic partner, your best friend, your
yeah.
parents. Like do it because you want to do it, and when you do it. Um, be strong minded.
Yeah.
Because wait, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. What was the question?
It was what's some advice you would give to someone who wants to take the leap into entrepreneurship?
Yes. Yeah, not listening to um family members or platonic relationships, best friends, anybody
Mm,
talk you out of that
yeah.
because entrepreneurship is a thing where some people run from.
Yeah.
It's a fear thing because it's not set security like a
Yeah.
job would be. And when you like take yourself out of that mindset, you become more in like a mindset of like flow and like belief and faith. And
Mm,
for me, something that I'll say that helped me when I took that leap of faith was writing stuff down
mm,
and like coming up with a plan, because you can't just quit your job and
yeah.
then not know what's coming after that. Some people do it.
Me.
Yeah, I mean, you can go off of faith,
Yeah.
but sometimes I think it's also important to like
Mm,
strategize. Like, okay, if I don't want to do this, then and I want to become an entrepreneur and I want to do
yeah.
my own thing, well, what am I gonna do? So, really think
Mm,
about that and have a plan.
yeah.
And you don't got to even see it all the way through. It's
Mm,
steps to certain stuff. So,
absolutely.
um, yeah, just like be intentional and strategic and consistent and
Yeah.
follow after the voice that's within you. Don't allow somebody else's fears or projections to
Mm.
um, allow you to decide how you
Right.
gonna move.
Yeah. To define your reality. And
Exactly.
I think that I think that's important to have plan. And I also think it's important that we know that, like, when we create these steps, these are our steps, and we define what that look like. So this step could take a month, it could take a year, it could take 2 years for just step one.
Mm-hmm.
And it could just, your plan can go in phases. So the
Mm-hmm.
timeline depends on you, not nobody else, and what they think, and when they think you should be married, or when they think you should have kids, and
Mm-hmm.
it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
You decide all of that on your own, when your body is right, when your environment is, right for that stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think a
Yeah.
lot of people succumb to peer pressure from parents, friends, on anything. Oh, you're gonna be an entrepreneur? How you gonna get money? I'm gonna sell this thing that I'm creating, that I believe, that
Mm-hmm.
I got this vision of. And like you said, it's important for us not to listen to other people about our vision, because it didn't come to them for a reason, because it
Mm-hmm.
ain't for them to see it through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big thing for me too. Um, Shout out to my dad, but
Mm.
he in the medical field. He wanted me to go to school to become a nurse.
Yeah.
And so after high school, that's what I did. But
Yeah.
I noticed it wasn't for me. So I was in that for a year
Mm.
and I changed my major to business. And then I was like, I don't even want to be in school right now. I'm like, I don't need that right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? So
Mm.
if I would have, and he wanted me to go to school. He thought entrepreneurship was like, if you don't have a plan and you don't have all this stuff
Yeah.
in line, like do this first, and if you want to start your own business, at
Yeah.
least have that degree so you have something.
Mm.
But for me, if I would have listened to that, I wouldn't have been where I am now. And
Yeah.
now he got like more respect for me
Yeah.
because I walked in my power and I didn't listen to him.
Yeah.
And shoot,
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta just like block it all out
Yeah.
and just do what what's best for you, for sure.
Your spirit know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
a few things that connect to my spirit around this conversation is like, just around with, like, working at different places. Your spirit know, like, oh, it's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
When you start doing things over and over and over, it's like, oh no, this
Mm-hmm.
feel like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this feel like the exact day from yesterday. And
Mm-hmm.
even with food, like, before I even looked into, like, how chickens are, killed, and how I felt an energy when I used to eat chicken. I felt certain energy, and I'm like, am I tripping, or do I feel like something it's deeper than my body? It's spiritual, like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel good to me. And
Mm-hmm.
so, like, that just made certain things made me stop doing certain things, and it's like, yeah, spirit no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when
Yeah.
you listen to it, you learn to trust yourself too.
Yeah.
Just by like if spirit is telling you to do something, you honor that,
Yeah.
and then you like see the results after that, you learn to like trust yourself more
Yeah.
because you guided by the
We got
divine is
about
guiding
the
you.
Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and everybody got their own connection with the Most High, though. That's the thing,
Yeah.
and it's like, that's why I said, like, certain people, you can't listen to people when it comes to, like, spirit, religion. Like, you have your own path. So whether if I want to be religious, okay, cool, but don't be religious because somebody said be religious, or don't
Mm-hmm.
be spiritual because it's a trend. It's like, you got to follow your spirit, because
Yeah.
either way it goes, it's gonna take you to one of those places. It could be religion or spirituality. Your spirit gonna take you to where you need to be, and wherever you go, you're gonna learn some stuff about yourself
Mm-hmm.
and about the people you surrounded yourself with in that environment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's talk about health. So you mentioned earlier that you are plant-based, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been plant-based?
It has been almost 3 years in a couple months.
Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. What does it mean to you to be plant-based?
To me, it means um my body, honoring my body, and what feels right for my vessel as well.
Yeah.
Um, when I was growing up, I was like, we was eating all type of stuff,
Taco
like
Bell, McDonald's,
Taco Bell,
everything.
McDonald's, pork chops,
Yeah.
like everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it tastes good. Yeah, it tastes good. It
Mm-hmm.
smells good and all type of stuff.
Yeah.
But when I got older and I was eating that stuff, I started to realize how heavy it made me feel, sluggish,
Yeah.
like my skin would be breaking out, different, like all type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's more like about honoring myself and
Mm-hmm.
eating more whole foods, eating more balanced meals, things that, you might have little greens, little grains. It's not just like some mac and cheese, some fried chicken, and
Yeah.
like some baked beans. Like it's no
Yeah.
greens on that plate right there,
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
um for me, plant-based is about when I went plant-based, it was about honoring my body.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Thank you for that.
Hmm.
Um, so why did you choose to go plant based?
I wanted to do it a couple years before I even did it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be inspired by my sister. My sister has been plant based for like 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to like be like, you eat like that? Like that's how white people eat. But I was so ignorant, like I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um and so, that happened. But then as I got older into my early adulthood, I started seeing stuff about they was making laboratory meat legal.
Yeah.
And one day I was about to cook some chicken, and I would usually go to the store and I get like a couple packs of some chicken breasts, and I just freeze them. And so
Mm-hmm.
that one, I opened it and like the chicken was like falling apart. Like it never, I would buy chicken, that same chicken all the time
Yeah.
from the same store, and that time it was different.
Yeah.
So it like turned me off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And but then I still didn't go plant-based. But then I had went through a transition where I had got out of like an abusive um relationship where I was just doing like an overall cleanse. So I had stopped smoking, I stopped drinking,
Mm-hmm.
I stopped consuming meat, I had went into solitude. And yeah, during that time, that's what called me to like
Yeah.
become plant-based, was finding out that laboratory meat was becoming a thing, and then also that they're able to just inject and put anything into the meat out here in America too. And I was like, nah, like that's not rocking with me. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I say for sure.
If those two things don't make you go plant based, what will?
Shoot, you just must not care. I mean, people
Yep.
don't. Some people don't care. Like they know
Yeah.
McDonald's cause cancer,
Yeah.
but they still eat it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ooh. So, from your experience, what has been some benefits of going plant based?
Hmm. My skin has cleared up a lot. When I was younger, I used to break out a lot. So I say I have a more natural glow to me.
Yeah.
I feel better too, like energy wise. I
Mm.
feel better. Like I can actually say I be on a high vibration. I
Yeah.
felt like I never could say that
Mm.
before. And not saying you can't get to that eating meat, but from my
Mm.
personal journey, I never got there when I was eating meat.
Mm.
So that my energy level, and then the fog cleared, the mental
Mm.
fog cleared,
Yeah.
and I started to think more clear and
Yeah.
actually see things for like the true reality. I
Mm.
used to have like a lot of fog and well, I wouldn't say delusional, but well, maybe a little delusional back then, but just not really. I was ignorant to a lot of
Yeah.
things, a lot of like true information.
Mm.
So when I stopped consuming those things, I
Yeah.
started to see. I started to see.
No, for sure.
Um, and then when I stopped eating meat and I became plant based as well, I
Uh,
had a greater ability to tap into my higher self.
yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really connected with the Most High like that.
Yeah.
And I was confused as well because I didn't really understand fully. So when I did that, some more clarity started to come up for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started to have what people call an awakening,
Yeah. Mm. That's dope. I just thought about this right now. What you saying of from me asking that question and
Mm-hmm.
your answer, that the benefit that I seen was that I'm a dreamer, and I think we talked a little bit about this
Mm-hmm.
before, and I don't remember really dreaming like that before I transitioned to plant based.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and after I just start having more like visuals when I sleep, and yeah, powerful
Mm-hmm.
dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fog were clear. Like when you start consuming more foods with life force in it,
Yeah.
um, you start to fog just starts to clear. You're not backed up with a whole bunch of
Mm,
things. Like physically you can be backed up, mentally,
yeah.
spiritually, like you can have stuff just sitting on you.
Yeah.
And
Right.
when you do the work to like cleanse, or and even I didn't cleanse right away.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
just stopped
I
eating
just
certain
transitioned.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that part yet. I'm like, oh, we were just about to clean.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that yeah, that's some real stuff. The
Yeah.
dreams and stuff.
Yeah.
That for me too though. Like I remember when I was younger, I used
Yeah.
to have certain dreams, but as I started getting older, they
Stop.
started to fade away.
Yeah.
And then during certain times, I was a pretty heavy smoker, so that in itself,
Added to it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't remember my dreams, but I knew I was dreaming, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't remember them. But I
Yeah.
would feel like when I would get up, I would feel like my body, I feel like I didn't went through something because the dreams would
Man.
feel so vivid. But I'll sit there like, what was that about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nah. Sometimes I wake up and feel like I was fighting
For
certain
real.
dreams. I'm like, bruh. And then I got to the point where I was like, well, in my body, in my mind, I felt like I was working, like, doing the work
Mm-hmm.
outside in the physical. And then I felt like I was doing the work while I was asleep too.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to sleep, I'm doing work on the spiritual realm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah,
So it was a
yeah.
while where I feel like I didn't get no sleep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wake up tired and you didn't have at
Yeah.
least like 8 hours of sleep or so.
Exactly. So let's talk about business.
Mm-hmm.
What is Cure?
Cure is a natural hair care line
Mm-hmm.
that prioritizes herbal hair care.
Mm-hmm.
We don't just focus on the look of the products or how they smell, but we
Yeah.
focus on like the ingredients that we're infusing into the products, the energy we're putting into the products, and then what they're helpful for as
Mm-hmm.
well. So when I created that brand, KEER Care,
Yeah.
I created it to for people to have a healthier option, and then also something to where people can go back to the old ways of doing things like our ancestors. They use
Yeah.
herbs and different things of those natures.
Mm-hmm.
Different things of that nature, and then also natural oils as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, a lot of products are being infused with like hidden chemicals, and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it won't even be, it'll say like natural, some
Mm-hmm.
natural or
Mm-hmm.
something like that, but
Mm-hmm.
they put a lot of hidden chemicals and
Yeah.
ingredients inside of these products. So, yeah, I created this natural hair care line for really our people, but everybody use them
Yeah.
because our people have been like stripped of our natural practices and ways of
Mm-hmm.
doing things,
Yeah.
and they have put other things in place to replace them that affect us and take us away from our true self. So yeah, cure, that natural hair care line, the cure
Mm-hmm.
to your hair.
Come on now. I use
Uh-huh.
it on my beard and on my head.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's up.
And I had ran out one, and I had just put some calendula oil that I have in the bottle and let it sit, and it smells just like it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the herbs still at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and herbs are powerful too.
Mm-hmm.
People be sleeping on, well, some people be sleeping on the herbs.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I used to hear like, don't mess with them herbs, like don't touch that, that's bad for you. But
Mm-hmm.
we just get conditioned.
Yeah. For sure.
And when I, became older and an adult, I started doing my own research
Yeah.
and getting out of those programmings and start reprogramming myself, and
Mm-hmm.
starting to like tell my own vision, because we got televisions, but we can tell our own vision. There's channels, but
Yes.
we can channel ourselves,
Yes.
So
Yes.
um Yeah,
Mm,
that's that natural hair care line for you.
absolutely. Mm, I'm gonna say this. What got you into creating hair products?
I did not know how to do my own hair,
Mm,
and I didn't have products that assisted me with
yeah.
styling my own hair. When I was 12, I had moved with my dad,
Mm,
and he was married at the time, and my stepmom was white, and we didn't have the same type of hair. And so she didn't know how to like care for
yeah.
my hair. So sometimes I go to school looking a little crazy, or I
Yeah.
just wear a little puff, which at the time I thought it was ugly, but you can wear like a puff with your kinky hair and it's all good.
Yeah.
Um but around that time, like I started dyeing my hair, doing
Mm-hmm.
perms and all type of stuff. So my hair was falling out. Certain
Yeah.
parts would be kinky, certain parts would be straight.
Mm,
And when I was 19, I believe, 19 or 20, I started making my own products. I had went to a lady and I had, this was the last time I straightened my hair. I had
yeah.
went to a lady and I had got this quick weave and she straightened like the top of my hair. And when I took the quick weave out, I noticed that she had burnt it off. So
Yeah.
I had to like cut that part of my hair and I was trying to find a way to grow it back so it was even with the rest of my hair.
Yeah.
And I just started making products myself at home. I went to the beauty supply and got a couple different oils and
Mm-hmm.
just mixed it together. And I didn't even know what I was doing. I just did it and it smelled good and I was using
mm,
it.
mm,
And I was posting videos on my YouTube channel and
yeah.
people my hair was growing and I wear my fro and people be like, oh, what you using your hair and stuff? And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I might start selling this. And then I start selling it and that's
mm.
how it started.
So I'm on to something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, absolutely, that's dope. But like you said, that's how our ancestors did things. Like even finding out about different herbs. I'm sure some of our ancestors got poisoned fucking around with the wrong bush.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we can't take too much of that, or like you know, and putting together different oils and different seasonings, and voila,
Mm-hmm.
found out what's the right mix,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked. So yeah, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations on that. I use your products. I know other people that use your products. They're great.
Mm.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
so
yeah,
much. I received that. And that's it's I'm grateful every day for it to be
yeah,
honest, because I never imagined me even having a hair care line and
yeah.
then being able to share those products
Mm,
with the community, with my clients,
yeah.
people from different states. Like that's it's a blessing. It's a
Mm,
blessing. And I received that. I'm glad you using it and
yeah.
you like it
Mm,
and it's doing what you wanted to do for you. That's
yeah.
amazing.
Got
And
one empty
yeah,
bottle and one bottle that got some oil in it.
yeah, yeah, it's being put to use. That's what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Um, where has your hair products taken you?
Where has it taken me? I built community around that.
Mm,
Like the Naturally Herbs family,
yeah.
I connected with them off of my hair
Mm,
products. Brother Desan reached out and was
mm,
like, hey, we want your products in there. And when I start connecting with them, I start meeting other people in the community. So
yeah.
it brought me community.
Mm,
Um, and then it also brought me sisterhood
yeah.
too, like
Mm,
connecting with other women.
yeah.
Um, and when I was in high school, I used to have because skin tone sometimes is a thing, especially when you're younger
Yeah.
and you don't know.
Mm,
So I would deal with stuff with women who may have been like a darker shade than I was,
mm,
and so I had like this thing where, and I had friends that were darker shades than me too, but for
yeah.
some reason, people always beef with me
Yeah.
that were, you know,
Darker.
yeah, more
Mm-hmm.
melanated,
Mm-hmm.
and that it like helped me change my perspective a little bit, and I started to connect more with sisters and like heal that within me.
Mm,
So I'll say that as well. Like it's helped me heal
yeah.
that aspect of myself.
Yeah. No, that's important for sure. It's interesting how like certain things that like it's like unintentionally you put yourself in this space to heal the sisterhood wound. You know what I mean? It's like it
Mhm.
was about the hair, but like you said earlier, it's bigger than the hair. Is bigger than you. So
Mhm.
then when you doing something like and you walking in your purpose, like you said, it's other like benefits and blessings that come with it just
Mhm.
because you doing what you're supposed to do.
Mhm.
So it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you need a sisterhood. Oh, you need a connection, enrichment. Oh, you need X, Y, and Z. So yeah, it's
Mhm.
interesting to see that. I've seen myself in like different rooms, and I'm like, how did I get here? It's
Yeah.
because like you're supposed
Yeah.
to be
Yeah. And that's
here. Yeah.
when you listen to spirit,
hmm
it take you places that
Yeah.
you wouldn't even imagine.
Facts. That's what I was gonna say about something you said earlier around like traveling. For so long, I was like scared to fly in airplanes. And my
Mm.
auntie, she stays in Tennessee, and I was probably like 12. I'm like, I'm never gonna see you because I'm never getting on a plane.
Mm.
Until this opportunity came when I was 18 to go to Texas to represent this organization that I was working closely with, and nothing in my body said don't go. Everything just said go.
Hmm. Mm.
And I had never flew, and I had always said that I'm never flying, I'm never flying. And I was like, all right, let's go. They're like, I'm
Mhm.
gonna pay for your flight. We're gonna pay for everything. You don't have
Mm.
nothing to worry about. I'm like, and I
Mm.
went, and it was a life changing moment. Like you said, I met people from Texas, New York, New Orleans, Washington D.C., and it was like, damn. That was the only time I ever seen them people and still have a relationship with them through social media. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And it's like
Mhm.
sometimes you have opportunities that come that you just gotta take them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
For sure. Well, how come you didn't want to fly?
I was just scared
Just scared.
of airplanes in general, and
Mhm.
they still like I still don't like them like that. But I
Mhm.
understand the importance of having to utilize them to
Mhm.
get somewhere that you want to go or need to go, and faster than you would like if I was to take a car to Texas or something like that. You can
Mhm.
get there both ways, but it just depends on how long you're willing to take to get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, now still a little, it's uncomfortable, but last year I went to Cuba, and it was
Hmm.
another one of those opportunities where it's like, you want to go to Cuba? I'm like, oh shit, I don't like flying, but yes, I want to go
Mhm.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
Cuba.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, and that's what I would say to people that's trying to get in entrepreneurship that got a got an idea that you think is hella big. Do that shit. I don't care if you're scared. Do it scared. Like
Mhm.
a lot of stuff I done in my life, I was spooked. Still did it,
Mhm.
and either learned that I want to do this again, or no, I don't never want to do that shit
Mhm. Mhm.
again.
For real, and you learn and you go through challenges
Yeah,
too. So just like overcoming that make you stronger.
yeah, sure.
Mhm.
And Cuba was life changing, you know.
Mm.
And to see that I went last year and then came back, and this year Asada passed away. Rest in peace, Asada.
Mm.
Just to be on that same land, knowing that this powerful black woman existed there
Mhm.
was like, damn, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, I gotta get there too.
hmm
Just a lot of places I gotta
Yeah, nah, for sure, for
get.
sure. I've never been to Jamaica. I want to go there. I want to go to the DR. My
Mhm.
brother went to Jamaica. I got a partner, his wife from the DR. Definitely
Mm.
want to go to Africa.
For sure. Gotta get to the
Yeah,
motherland.
yeah. Huh? What's your favorite part of doing hair?
Um. Hmm. My favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part would be the conversations that I have, the type of people that I meet.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many different walks of life out here, and everybody's journey. It's like we all in the same world, but we all living in different realities.
Mm-hmm.
And I say my favorite part is like meeting different people and learning about different people's experiences. Like I don't force people to like. I don't even force people to talk. I ask the questions I gotta ask and make them
Mm-hmm.
feel comfortable, and then I
Yeah,
do what I gotta do. And if clients want to talk, then they talk, and I'll
yeah,
engage with them. And so those clients that do like take it further to talk and engage with me, those are some of like the best experiences because it's like they're telling me about their life or their experiences with certain things, and I'm learning from them. Little do
yeah.
they know. And then it's a reflection at the same time. So just having certain conversations with clients, that's like one of my favorite parts. That makes my day go by pretty smooth too.
Mm-hmm.
The appointment be pretty quick when you just
Mm-hmm.
yapping, just
Yeah.
talking.
Nah, for sure.
And then yeah, I like the end result of things too. Like people come in and they got a little mini fro under them locks. And then when they come out, that
Yeah.
scalp showing, the
Yeah.
parts is back.
Got 'em right.
And that's a good feeling to be able to do that for people.
Yeah. Heck yeah. It's like a confidence booster. I
Mm-hmm.
know for me at least, when I go, I'll be like, sister, give me a
Get me
ride.
right.
Yes, please. And I walk out that thing like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
$1,000,000. Yes. So how do you continue to enhance your skill in terms of like, hair?
hmm. Remaining open, remaining open. Because I don't know everything.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm pretty good at what I do. I can
Yeah.
confidently say that, but it's always something to learn. So I can definitely say just being open to like new information, new knowledge. Every
Mhm.
client's hair is different. Everybody's
Absolutely.
locks are different and need
Yeah.
different a different type of care. Um, so yeah, that's one of the ways I say I could keep growing by just remaining open to
Yeah.
information or suggestions. Or some people do things different with their locks than like
Mm,
what other people may do.
yeah.
So I have to just remain open as a stylist. Like, okay, I
Mm,
know this client like this, or this what works for them,
yeah.
and that helps me grow because it's like, okay, you teaching me a new technique, or you
Heck
teaching
yeah.
me something else,
Heck yeah.
and that helps me expand. And then it's like when I show other people that, it's like, okay, I'm coming back to you.
Mm-hmm. Something
Mhm.
different here.
Mhm.
That's what's up. What does a typical workday look like for you?
Huh. Get up, make me a smoothie, maybe have me some tea once I leave the house after doing my morning routines. I'll come here. I always try to get here at least 15 minutes before the appointment time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll light an incense in there, play some music. Um, Shoot, service my clients, maybe have a lunch break, eat me some good plant-based food.
Mm,
And then sometimes it's different every day. Sometimes I may have one client that day, sometimes I might have four clients that
mm,
day. And I'm here from sun up to sundown.
yeah.
So it depends. But for the most part, I'll come in, light my incense, put some good tunes on, or if somebody want to watch a show, could watch a show.
Mm,
Um, and I just be vibing. It be smooth. For the most part, I have a good flow. Like
yeah.
sometimes I get people that's like they ain't having a good day, so they want to make me have a bad day too.
Mm,
But it's very rare.
mm,
So my days, for the most part, they be smooth. Sometimes
yeah.
they're long. I be tired.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful. I'm grateful at the end of the day because
Yeah.
when you ask for something and you get it, you can't be ungrateful.
You built this life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. What's a question you wish more people would ask you?
Mm. Do you need help with anything?
Mm,
Do you need help with anything? I know in on one side of my family, um, they think I got everything all together. They
mm,
perceive me in a certain way.
yeah.
And then I don't talk to them all the time, so they look at my social media, and
Mm,
you could perceive somebody a certain way on
yeah.
social media, but you don't know what's actually going on in real life.
Mm,
So do you need help with anything? I'm still in my 20s. I'm still growing and building, and
mm,
I don't have everything together. I'm still learning. Things are progressing.
yeah.
But when people ask you for help, it gives, even if you don't need help or you're
Mm,
not gonna really ask for help, it just
yeah.
feels good to know like, okay, people they thinking about me or
Yeah.
they care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What are some goals you have for yourself in the future?
Some goals I have for myself. I want to buy land.
Mm,
I want to buy land somewhere and I want to build on that land. I want to grow food.
yeah.
And I want to be able to live on that land and raise my kids on that land and um, just continue to also condition myself or recondition myself outside of these European um, ways of doing things. And then also in terms of like business, um, I would like my hair care line to have a commercial on TV. And so I can reach more people because it's people still they watch cable and they sit on the couch. Yep. And I want them to see my commercial online, like, oh yeah, that's Aja right there.
No fact. That's dope.
Yeah.
People still watch cable TV. People still read newspapers. Yep. Them definitely some outreach opportunities that I think we don't really look at a lot like that, because a lot of us, like myself, we are at the Netflix and that Prime, so you know. But even with those, like, there's commercials on YouTube, there's commercials on Facebook and stuff like that. So yep, it's tangible.
For sure.
Yeah. If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
Sheesh, it's so many songs. Well, you know what? It's a song that I listen to pretty often. It's by Dear Silas. It's called I Ain't Stressing Today.
Got that on my playlist for sure. I ain't stressing today. Yep. That's a banger. He got a new one called Wake Up. Listen to that one too. That's a good one.
I think I might have seen like him promoting it or something like that recently.
It's nice. Yeah, I usually listen to that song in the morning. Yep. That's a great song.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah. That I Ain't Stressing Today, though. That's a good song. That get me in the mood. Like,
yeah, nah, it's got an energy about it. Like, you gotta get up. That's what's up. What has been your greatest accomplishment in life?
My greatest accomplishment in life. Overcoming some generational trauma. That's been a big accomplishment for me. I've been able to break certain cycles already, and it's still so much more to do. I have to say that's like one of the greatest accomplishments. And then like my parents being able to see that as well, why they're here.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I'll say too, going plant-based as well. Like it took me a minute to go because I was so influenced by everybody else that was around me. And like I'll try to eat like a little healthier or something, but then like they over here eating like Wingstop and stuff, and it's like I wanted some too. So going plant-based and just honoring that, like no matter who around me, what they eating, like this is what I eat. And that's been an accomplishment for me, like not being so influenced by who's around me, but just honoring spirit, you know.
Facts. Yeah, nah, I feel that. Like you said, it's the environment. Like when I was first going plant-based, I'm like, bro, what am I gonna eat? Like, you know, people ask you that, but I was thinking it, like, bro, what am I gonna eat? My knowledge of different recipes was minimal, so it's like I was eating the same shit, rice and beans. And then just, you know, looking on YouTube, running into different people that's plant-based, that really open up your mind. And especially traveling, like we was talking about earlier, when you travel to different places and see what they eat, and there's no meat, it's plant-based, and yeah. So now I'm like, yeah, now it's that solid place of like you said, like I can go to a Thanksgiving dinner with my family and be like, I'm not eating none of that shit. I actually, one year, I actually bought a pot of curry that I made. And I was like, don't touch my pot.
This what I'm eating.
Don't touch my shit. Eat that. But they were trying to see what was going on because, yeah, that pot was smelling good.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting how, like, you can have a table full of food. It could be meat. and everything, and then you'll have like you can have a vegan option, and the people that eat meat will eat the vegan option. It's like, hold on, hey,
Mm-hmm.
go eat your meat, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, eat what you got over
Yeah,
there.
man, go eat that. Yeah, man. So, are you proud of yourself?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. What's some things that bring you joy?
Some things that bring me joy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to answer so like broad or so like um some things that bring me joy. I like seeing my mom smile. She
Mm,
been through a lot in life,
yeah,
and when she happy, that automatically make me happy.
yeah,
That bring me joy. Really, my loved ones in general.
yep.
Like it's so much family trauma and
Mm-hmm.
so much like separation and stuff. So to see people like smile and like
Yeah.
still keep going, that brings me
Mm-hmm.
joy.
Facts. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Nah, for sure. Mine says my pops, like my relationship with my dad. Like that's the homie. Like that's my pops, but that's my dog though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, spending time with him, doing whatever, it don't matter. Walking, talking, sitting, watching a movie. He just be saying funny, random shit. That shit be cracking me up. Um, and I got this thing. It's like I can cook him something to eat, buy him something to eat, and then I'll be asking like, "How is it?" Like, it's cool. But the other day I had brought him to my house, and my lady, she cooked some food, and he tasted it. And he was like, "This good," and she was like, "Oh," because she seen him before eat something like, "It's cool,"
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Wow," and I was like, "Wow" too. I'm like, "Nigga, this is my favorite dish." So it just reminded me of how like how much alike we are, like just in general. Like we kind of look alike. People tell me I like, I act like him and my mom. Like just like this part of you is like your mom. This part is like your dad.
Mm-hmm.
So it just be like dope to see certain stuff that he be doing. That'd be funny.
Be like, damn, that's me.
Yes. I'm like, damn, that's how I'm gonna look when I get older.
For real.
Yeah, that's what I be looking at too. Like, damn. But yeah. So what's next for your brand?
I'm coming out with a plant-based ebook.
Okay.
I'm finishing that up. I'm actually gonna be dropping a video in a couple days
Yeah.
for a pre-sale. So that's coming up, dropping my first plant-based ebook, not first ebook, but first plant-based ebook.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also be having a workshop next year, the first quarter of the year, where it's going to be surrounded around herbal hair care. So people will come and be able to get the education, the knowledge, and then be able to make their own products as well while they're there and take something back with them.
For sure.
Um, and then I'm gonna just keep expanding with my content, keep expanding with my connections with community. I also have a few products that's gonna be coming out from my natural hair care line as well. I've been having the same products for some time now, so I'm ready to make it like a full hair care line.
Yeah.
And that's coming as well.
That's what's up. All right, we're gonna be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, what else you got? But we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see
got
when you
some for
drop
the
it.
men too. I
Okay.
mean, all the products is
Is
like
yeah.
unisex,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I got some specifically for the
Okay.
men too.
Yeah. It really be like certain herbs, certain scents that be like more like for the brothers.
Mhm.
Okay, for sure.
Mhm.
I'm be on the lookout.
Yeah.
So this next question is similar to that one, but it's more specific. What can we expect from Aj the human in 2026?
Consistency. Consistency. Um Consistency, more of me speaking my truth as well. Um I'll say that consistency and more of me speaking my truth. Um I feel like I'm becoming more in a space where I'm a little bit more balanced with things. Like it's so much that I want to do, but I've been getting more into the space as an individual, to take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
Um, And so I'm going to be more consistent with things, and everything that I'm saying that I'm going to do next year, I'm going to actually strive to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah,
Mm,
I say that for sure.
all right. What's something about yourself that most people might not know?
I'm not mean. I'm not mean.
Mm-hmm.
Some people actually think I'm mean, not
Mm-hmm.
because they talk to me and think that, but if we're in the same room and we across and I'm sitting there and I got a
Mm-hmm.
straight face, I'm not smiling, it look like I got an attitude or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be hard for some people to approach me, or I may be unapproachable sometimes. So I'm not mean. I'm actually like super nice, and
Mm-hmm.
besides me, I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
But also, um, I'm an introvert as well, low
Okay.
key.
Okay.
Like I like to just be in my own space, but I
Yeah.
know that in order to grow, I have to put myself out there. I
Yeah.
gotta talk to people. I gotta be in community, and so yeah, I say like when people be around me, sometimes they're like, "Oh, like you hella cool," but I'm really like an introvert for real, for
Yeah.
real.
Okay. That's interesting. So you be deep in your thought when somebody see you on the other side of the room. You just
Mm-hmm.
in the thoughts. Okay. For sure. Who has a significant impact on your life?
My sister.
Mm,
My sister, just growing up, I looked up to her. You know, she's my
yeah.
older sister. Like, stuff that she did, I would do. Um, just advice that she has given me now that I'm older. Still to this day, like advice that she gives me, I really take, and like I'm able to take certain lessons and things that she's learned
Mm,
on my journey, so I don't have to repeat those cycles.
yeah. For sure.
And then also just like her perseverance as well, like that's been something that's been very impactful for me, and that has influenced me to keep going and to know that like you can accomplish as much as you want to accomplish
Yeah.
if you put your mind to it. So she's been somebody that's been influential to me for sure,
Facts.
and just like a leader in my life.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Big Sis.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Mm-hmm. So how can people support the work you are doing?
They can support by sharing, liking a post, telling a friend, um, purchasing, that's an option as well. Just showing love, showing acknowledgement, and you know, um, letting me know that you see me. You know, even if you don't have the funds to like purchase anything,
Yeah.
like word of mouth goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Just sending like positive energy my way. That's a
Absolutely.
way of supporting me as well.
Um, yeah, no,
Hmm.
for sure. And where can people find your work?
Everybody can find me on Instagram. Aja the Godis, AJATHEGODIS. Um, I'm on all platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, under that.
Mm-hmm.
And then my hair care line is Keer, KEER official, on Instagram. And then for my hair business, I go by Lock Goddess, LOCGODIS. I know it could be a lot to remember, but everything is on Aj the Goddess platform. So you can
Mm-hmm.
find everything about me there, everything that I do.
All right, for sure.
Hmm.
Anything else you want the people to know?
Um, Anything else I want the people to know? I'll say if I had to give some advice, I'll say to be mindful of what you consume and take note of what you let come out of your mouth, because your tongue is a wand and you create your reality. So be mindful of speaking more life,
Mm-hmm.
be mindful of talking to yourself. Um, with a better understanding of where you are and just giving yourself grace, um and walking in your power, like walking in your power. When you walk in your power, people can see that you're untouchable, you're unstoppable, and that's just a way of honoring yourself and honoring your path, you know.
For sure.
So that's how I say
Take up that space.
take up
For
space. It's
sure.
so much, take it up, like It's more than enough for all of us out here.
So
Like,
much.
yeah.
Lastly, any questions that you have for me?
Any question? Where did you get TJ Sites from?
TJ Sykes. What, the name?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sykes is my last name, and my mom gave me the nickname TJ, and my
Mm-hmm.
first name is Ty John.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what made you become plant based?
made me become plant based. It's a funny story that my partner, who's not even plant based, but
Hmm.
he didn't drink soda, and we had met each other in high school, and he didn't drink soda. I'm like, why don't drink soda, bro? I used to love soda, fruit punch specifically, and he like, oh no, soda bad for you, bro. I just drink water, juice. I'm like, okay. And I had started drinking like more water. And the benefit that I seen from just drinking more water was that I used to have migraines, bad migraines. And I think it was just basically I was just dehydrated. And
Mm-hmm.
so once I started drinking more water, I noticed that I stopped having headaches. And then it was just basically like me figuring out like, all right, well, that's one thing. I don't drink soda no more. So for a long time I was just drinking water. And then I knew that like pork and shit was bad, but I always ate it. And then that was the first thing I cut off though was pork and then beef because now I started just like learning more and start seeing videos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, no beef, no pork. And then I would eat like first I stopped eating pork, but I would eat ham on Thanksgiving.
Mm. You have a little cheat time.
Yeah, so I just little stuff like that, and so I just cut each meat off one by one. Started with pork, then went to like beef, then chicken, then I was like basically a pescatarian, but I didn't identify as that because I didn't. It wasn't really no language around all of these things yet,
Yeah.
and so I was a pescatarian. I was only eating like salmon, catfish, shrimp. I
Mm.
had went to New Orleans, had a ball. I was like fish and chips and shrimp,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. So, and then eventually I had cut that off. I'm like, maybe like 2017, cut out everything, and just because what really I think really gave me a lot more knowledge is naturally herbs. When I
Mm-hmm.
ran into them, because I worked across the street, and one of my youth that I was working with, he was like, they got a herb shop across the street, and I was like, what kind of herbs? And he like teas and stuff. I'm like, okay.
Mm.
And he don't even go there, but I started going there, and then I never stopped.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I never stopped. I've been going there ever since, and that was like the first day they opened.
Mm.
And yeah, and then from there I just started getting more knowledge and stuff like that. And prior to that, I was aware of Dr. Sabi and Queen Afua. I
Mm-hmm.
actually ordered a cleanse from Queen Afua in like 2017, 2018. And I had bought her book, one of her books. I can't remember the name of it. No, Heal Thyself. Heal
Mm-hmm.
Thyself. So I read that book, and so then it was once you take a bite into that consciousness, it just start flowing. It's everywhere. Like
Yeah.
start meeting people, and yeah, and, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. I got one more
Yeah, it
question.
was good.
Um, Based off like before you had your locks and
Mm-hmm.
having your locks now, do you feel like you perceive differently?
Yep. I had this is my second set of locks. I'm trying to. I think it's like maybe. I think it's the intention.
Mm-hmm.
Cause when I had my first set, my mom started them, and my mom transitioned in 2002. And so when she transitioned, I still had my locks, but I didn't really understand the power behind my hair,
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of lost in general at that time. And so I think that's what was like my aura was kind of like, like
Mm-hmm.
people can just perceive my aura or who I am as certain things in certain ways. And I talk to people, like I recently talked to somebody and they said something about who I used to be. And it was like, it just made me think like, damn, is that how people really perceive me?
Hmm.
Like, cause people would say certain things, like, for example, on Thanksgiving we would go to Oakland to my family house in Oakland. And they're like, them Richmond niggas here, watch them, like. So it's
Hmm.
like Richmond already had a bad rep, but they kind of pushed it on us too. And it's like, bro, I'm your family member. Like, why would you say
Yeah.
something like that? And so, yeah, somebody was saying like, he was like, boy, you was terrible when you was little. I'm like, man, was I really that bad?
Mm-hmm.
And I had asked my sister, I called my sister, I'm like, was I that bad? She like, nah, you was into stuff, but not like that. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, because I'm like, people, yeah, some people have their own perception of you though. But
Yeah.
this set of locks was dedicated to my mother, and it was really like I was really intentional about them and intentional about who I let, put their hands on my hair or on my head. And I started them on my younger brother's birthday. And
Mm.
so really a dedication to both of them,
Mm.
and just people that I really love. My mom, my brother.
Mm. Shout out to
Yep.
your people.
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay, that's questions I got. Thank you for
Yeah, for
sharing.
sure. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to, be interviewed.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for
Yep,
asking
yep.
me. You asked me a couple months ago. I was like, oh, maybe he's not doing it no more. And then I see you pop up with the interviews. I'm
And I'm
like,
like,
sure, let's do it.
yeah. Nah, it's good. Yeah, for sure. It's like some people, they want to do one. Some people say they want to do one, and it be other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
going on. And so I was like, all right, it's a bit.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean, sure, I look at it like if somebody got something going on, especially if they support you, like you
yeah.
gotta show the love back.
That's how everything
And it don't
multiply on
cost
both
nothing.
sides.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's what people don't be understanding. Some people think that if I help him, he gonna win faster than I'm gonna win. It's like we on two different timelines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the same timeline in general of the world, but then we are on our own timeline. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever is your date for success, whatever that look like for you, that's the date. It ain't gonna change because of you help somebody, you stopped and help somebody get across the street.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna change your destiny.
Yeah.
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 So
It's
yeah,
all perception.
yeah, for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate you.